Have you ever watched someone walk into a room and instantly command attention? They speak and people listen, they negotiate, and they always seem to come out on top. It almost feels like magic, but it's not. It's the science of persuasion. The truth is, some of the most influential people in the world aren't just lucky or naturally charismatic. They understand the psychology behind why people say yes. Today, we're diving into Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini, a groundbreaking book that reveals the 6 key principles behind the psychology of persuasion. These principles have been used by top marketers, world leaders, and successful entrepreneurs to ethically influence others and create real impact. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Mansa Musa Mindset, and check the description box for the book link. Let's unlock the art of persuasion together. Introduction to the book. Robert Cialdini's Influence is the result of decades of research into what makes people agree, comply, and say yes.
And how this worked outside of laboratory situations and college campuses where I was studying them. I needed to get into the real world where people are fighting the influence wars every day. And so
salesmen,
salespeople,
persuaders, politicians,
marketers, politicians, public relations specialists, fundraisers, recruiters, all these people whose business it is to get us to say yes to them. Well, they weren't going to just tell me what their secrets were. That's proprietary. So I began to infiltrate their training programs undercover. I began to answer ads, and I learned how to sell automobiles from a lot. I learned how to sell insurance from an office. I learned how to sell portrait photography from the phone, vacuum cleaners, door to door. And in those training programs, I looked for the principles of influence that were successful across the widest range of those circumstances. And what I found surprised me in that there were only six universal principles that every successful influence profession employed.
These 6 universal principles aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding natural human behavior. Think of it this way. Every day, we make decisions based on subtle psychological triggers. Whether you're closing a business deal, asking for a favor, or even convincing your friends to pick a restaurant, you're either using persuasion or being persuaded. Let's break down the 6 principles and see how you can apply them in your life to become more influential, confident, and persuasive. Reciprocity. The first principle is reciprocity. The idea that when someone gives us something, we feel obligated to return the favor. Think about when a friend treats you to coffee. You naturally feel the need to return the favor next time. That's reciprocity in action. Businesses use this all the time. Ever wonder why companies give out free samples? It's because once you receive something, you feel a subconscious urge to give back, often by making a purchase. Even in social settings, this principle is powerful. If you've ever received unexpected kindness from someone, a genuine compliment, a thoughtful gesture, you probably felt inclined to return that kindness in some way. This principle is deeply embedded in human psychology and can be a game changer in business, negotiations, and even personal relationships. If you want someone to say yes to you, give them something of value first. It could be a compliment, a small favor, or even helpful advice. When the time comes for you to ask for something, they'll be much more likely to agree. The key is to make it genuine and meaningful. People can sense insincerity, so always give without expecting an immediate return. Commitment and consistency. People like to stay consistent with their past actions. Once we commit to something, especially publicly, we feel a psychological pull to follow through. Think about this. Have you ever signed a petition and then later felt more inclined to donate to the same cause? That's because you've already taken a small step of commitment, and your brain wants to stay consistent with that decision. This is why businesses often start with free trials or introductory offers. Once customers have taken that first step, they're more likely to continue using the service and eventually pay for it. Even in personal growth, this principle is powerful. Studies show that writing down your goals or making them public increases the likelihood of following through because you want to stay true to your word. How to apply it. Start with small requests. If you want to persuade someone, get them to agree to something minor first. Once they commit, they're more likely to agree to something bigger later. If you're working on self-improvement, try writing down your goals or telling a friend. You'll feel more accountable to follow through. Social proof. Humans are wired to look to others when making decisions. If we see a long line outside a restaurant, we assume the food must be great. If a product has thousands of positive reviews, we're more likely to buy it. This instinct is deeply rooted in our psychology because, historically, following the group increased our chances of survival. Today, it still plays a crucial role in everything from business to social trends, social media virality, and political movements. Want to be more persuasive? Show that others already trust you. Share testimonials, highlight positive feedback, or emphasize popularity. Whether you're selling a product or promoting an idea, social proof is a powerful tool to sway people in your direction. If you want to gain credibility, collaborate with recognized names in your field, or highlight community engagement. People trust what others endorse. Even displaying metrics like follower counts, customer statistics, or expert endorsements can significantly boost your persuasive power. Liking. People are more likely to say yes to those they like. And the best part? Likability isn't just about looks or charm. It's about building genuine connections. Here's how you can be more likable. Find common ground. Shared interests or experiences build instant rapport. Give authentic compliments. Genuine praise makes people feel valued and respected. Show real interest in others. Ask thoughtful questions and listen actively. Use positive body language. Smiling, open gestures, and eye contact can make you more approachable. If people like you, they're more likely to listen to you, trust you, and be persuaded by you. Authority. People naturally respect and follow the advice of experts. Think about how we trust doctors, financial advisors, and professors. Their perceived authority makes their words more persuasive. Authority isn't just about titles. It's about expertise, confidence, and credibility. If you want to increase your influence, establish yourself as an authority in your field. Share valuable knowledge. Consistently provide insights, data, or strategies that help others. Demonstrate expertise through experience. Share success stories, case studies, and real-life applications. Be consistent and credible. People trust those who show reliability and integrity over time. When people see you as an expert, they'll be more likely to follow your lead, trust your recommendations, and respect your opinions. Scarcity. Scarcity taps into the fear of missing out, compelling people to act quickly. When something is presented as rare or in limited supply, it boosts its perceived value. Think of tactics like only a few left in stock or countdown timers on sales. These create a sense of urgency and drive quicker decision-making. How to use it. Whether selling a product or offering an opportunity, leverage exclusivity by highlighting limited stock, limited time offers, or special access to elevate urgency and enhance appeal, prompting customers to take immediate action. Which of the 6 principles do you find most powerful or surprising? Have you seen them at work in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Recap of the 6 principles of persuasion. Reciprocity. People feel obligated to return favors or kindnesses, so giving first encourages others to reciprocate. This principle works by creating a sense of indebtedness, making the recipient more likely to respond positively, whether it's with a purchase, favor, or support. Commitment and consistency. By getting someone to agree to a small request, you increase the chances they'll agree to a larger one later. This principle works because people like to remain consistent with their past decisions, even subconsciously, to maintain their self-image. Social proof. When others are seen as endorsing something, we're more likely to follow their lead. Seeing that others have already made a choice or commitment reduces our uncertainty and builds trust, whether it's a product, service, or idea. This principle leverages the desire to conform. Liking. People are more likely to be persuaded by those they like and connect with. Building genuine relationships and finding common ground fosters trust, creating an emotional bond that makes it easier for others to say yes to your proposals. Authority. Establishing expertise or credibility influences others to follow your guidance. When people see you as a credible source of information, they're more likely to trust your advice and take action, whether it's buying a product, following a direction, or trusting an opinion. Scarcity. Scarcity heightens the value of an item or opportunity by suggesting that it's in limited supply. This creates urgency and a fear of missing out, prompting people to act fast before the chance is gone, increasing their desire to acquire the item or opportunity. Mastering persuasion isn't about tricking people. It's about understanding human behavior and using that knowledge ethically to create positive influence. Which principle will you start applying today? Drop a comment below. And before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the Mansa Musa Mindset. Also check the description box for the book link and share this video with someone who could use a little more influence in their life. Also, follow us on TikTok and Instagram for more insights. Until next time, stay persuasive, stay ethical, and build that Mansa Musa legacy.